But once they reach about 8 miles an hour or 3.5 meters per second, the blades will begin to rotate. As soon as they're rotating, you're starting to produce power. Now, not maximum, obviously, but you are producing power. So as long as they're moving, you're producing some power. I've had calls or questions repeatedly. I'll drive through a wind project and most of them are turning, but there's some that aren't. Why aren't they? Well, there's a lot of reasons why. But yeah, as long as they're rotating, they are producing power. So Hale County is looking at getting a very large wind project. Once it's completed, it'll become the largest in the world at a little over 1,000 megawatts or a gigawatt. That particular county gave a tax incentive or a tax break. You come in, bring jobs, bring money to our area, then you won't have to pay 100% of the required taxes. We'll slowly build you in so that the project can get going. So maybe only 10% the first year, 25% the second year, 50%. That way the county slowly gets their added bonus. It'd be like you building 1,000 hotels. Okay, so you slowly build into it on that tax base. It really benefits the schools. However, there's the Robin Hood clause that you put in a bunch of wind turbines, the county gets a bunch of money, it goes to the schools. The state says, "Oh, well, your schools are funded, give us the money back." And so they again slowly build into it so the state doesn't come and take their money back. For that year or two that it takes to do all the pre-work and then all the construction, it's about 20,000 jobs total. Okay, of course, then they move on to the next wind project. It's about 1 permanent job per 10 megawatts. So your technicians, people doing computers, maintenance, personnel, that kind of stuff is about 1 per 10 megawatts for a permanent position. Looking at the Red Raider wind farm, which would be northwest of Lubbock area, that they're looking at considering that they would allow our students to have that hands-on, that research, that look into, that we'll get to climb a turbine and see what's in there. Because we can show them pictures, we can say this is that and that's this, but until you climb one, you get in there and you look at it, it's difficult to comprehend. I see it growing, continuing to grow in Texas as long we have the transmission. They built the CREZ lines, the 345 kV lines that are through this area. And it's the idea that if you build it, they will come, and they're starting to develop all the way up through the Amarillo area.